Putz oder du?
Ah, ich weiß.
Get Germanized.
Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meisterlehnsherr and you're watching Get Germanized, how to fake speaking German with 20 easy sentences. And by faking German I don't mean, ja, ich mag Sauerkraut und Rammstein und Kartoffelbrei, ja. No, I mean actually saying something so German that everyone around you would be like, how do you know this? Are you German? So, how about we just get started? Lasst uns anfangen. The first one is so ingrained in German culture that everyone hearing this will instantly think, oh wow, this must be a German speaker. And what I'm talking about is Anzeige ist raus. Anzeige ist raus. Anzeige ist raus. You say this to someone when you're really erbost, when you're really angry. And what it means is, I'm about to sue you. I already sued you. The papers are on their way. Anzeige ist raus. There is nothing more German than suing your neighbor for not building the fence the appropriate height. Or maybe it's 1 centimeter too far into your garden. It's your property, so Anzeige ist raus already, of course. The next phrase is concerning something so German that anyone hearing this will instantly know what you're talking about, in Germany at least. It is called der Mettigel. While you cannot go to every restaurant and demand this dish with this German phrase, you can certainly believe that many people, if not all Germans, will know what you're talking about instantly. Here you go. Ich hätte gerne einen Mettigel bitte. Ich hätte gerne einen Mettigel bitte. Ich hätte gerne einen Mettigel bitte. I would like a ground meat hedgehog, please. I know, what? Ground meat hedgehog? What is that even? Well, it is a dish, Met. In Germany, it's ground meat with onions and salt and pepper, and we put it raw on bread. Or some people, I believe, just eat it like that. And some people are so creative, and this is also so ridiculous, that it's become iconic in Germany to build a hedgehog out of ground meat. Somewhat disgusting, but very German, as so many things. Next up, something not every German likes necessarily, but has to do eventually in their lives. At least once or twice. In my case, I have to do it every year. Ich muss noch meine Steuererklärung machen. Ich muss noch meine Steuererklärung machen. Ich muss noch meine Steuererklärung machen. I yet have to do my tax declaration. Because taxes and Germans go hand in hand like Met and Igel. And if you now think, du hast doch Lack gesoffen, then you came up with our next sentence already. Wow, congratulations. Du hast doch Lack gesoffen. Du hast doch Lack gesoffen. You must have drank paint. Because what you're saying is so ridiculous, there cannot be any other explanations than your brain slowly dissolving under the influence of you having had paint for breakfast, or dinner, or lunch. Du hast doch Lack gesoffen. This is so German. You just say it to someone. Maybe just say it to someone and go. Just leave. Du hast doch Lack gesoffen. Pfft. If someone is so ridiculous and you just cannot agree with that person. There is something, a mythical time in the year in Germany. Some call it another season even. They go as far as to say that. And how you can express that need for this season is lass uns heute grillen. Lass uns heute grillen. Und morgen auch. Lass uns heute grillen und morgen auch. Let's barbecue today and tomorrow as well. Because Germans love to barbecue, believe it or not. In some summer, when I was a bit younger, we almost had barbecues every weekend during summer. Isn't that fantastic? It almost killed me because of all the cholesterol and meat and beer that we had with the meat. But it's fun. Germans love to barbecue. And I don't mean slowly by really smoking the meat for hours. I mean, some people might do that. Most Germans just chuck on a bunch of coal, make it as hot as possible. They don't care about burns on the meat. And then they just slap on the meat, pre-marinated supermarket meat, some do, and then eat it. Burnt or not, doesn't matter. with lots of ketchup and sauces. So, barbecue, big thing in Germany. Lass uns heute grillen. Und morgen auch. And after that barbecue, you're so drunk that you, well, accidentally bought a car. Well, it happens in Germany. Then you could, of course, or would have to, you know, buy an insurance for that car. And you could express it like this. Ich möchte eine Kfz-Versicherung abschließen. Ich möchte eine Kfz-Versicherung abschließen. Ich möchte eine Kfz-Versicherung abschließen. I would like to buy a car insurance. And if you meet up with your friends the next time around and they ask you like, oh dude, you know what happened last time? What do you want to drink? Then of course you will say, was ich trinken will? Bier natürlich. What I want to drink? Beer, of course. Was ich trinken will? Bier natürlich. Was ich trinken will? Bier natürlich. Then the question might arise what your favorite beer is. You don't care, of course, so you say, mein Lieblingsbier ist Bier. Mein Lieblingsbier ist Bier. Mein Lieblingsbier ist Bier. My favorite beer is beer. This might be oversimplified, but it's very German, and you can fool someone, because you love beer, Germans love beer. You must be German. That's the rules. And if you then enjoy your beer, slowly or fast, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, you could say, das ist gar nicht mal so schlecht. Das ist gar nicht mal so schlecht. Das ist gar nicht mal so schlecht. Meaning, oh, that's not even that bad. Because that's the highest compliment you can give anything or anyone in Germany. It's not even that bad, you know. If you hear this, feel honored. Du bist gar nicht mal so schlecht. By the way, mein Lieblingstier ist der Mettigel. For obvious reasons. Mein Lieblingstier ist der Mettigel. Mein Lieblingstier ist der Mettigel. My favorite animal is the ground meat hedgehog. This next sentence is so German. You will fool everyone around you if you say, dass ich nicht lache. Right, dass ich nicht lache. Dass ich nicht lache. That I not laugh. If someone says something and you're just like, yeah, right, right, dass ich nicht lache. This could be followed by, ich glaub mein Schwein pfeift. Ich glaub mein Schwein pfeift. Ich glaub mein Schwein pfeift. Meaning, I think my pig whistles. It's so ridiculous. Germans believe pigs are whistling. Or they might as well be whistling because it's so ridiculous. Like, what's next? Next is, I think I spider. Ich glaub ich spinne. Is so German and so well known that, well, I mean, it's just a must say, really. Ich glaub ich spinne. Ich glaub ich spinne. I think I spider. I think I'm spinning, like the spinning wheel for all those smart ass trolls in the comments. Anyway, say this and you are about to ascend to Germanhood. And after all of you have gone, because this video is quite ridiculous and Germans will be like, that is just preposterous. He makes them think if they say that, they're German. Or Germans would never think you're German if you say this. I'm just waiting for those comments. Thank you, by the way. But, I mean, I could also hope that I can say after this, ihr wart dann auf einmal irgendwie weg. Ihr wart dann auf einmal irgendwie weg. Ihr wart dann auf einmal irgendwie weg. You were then simply gone at some point. It's basically something you say, for example, at a festival or something, when you say, hey, I'm just gonna hit the loo real quick, the toilet, the bathroom. I'm gonna be back in just 5 minutes. Wait here for me. And then you come back, no one's there. And then later at the campsite or when you meet your friends again, you can say, oh, you were just simply gone then at some point. Something else Germans tend to do when, well, inspecting a location, an eatery, a diner, a restaurant, and they're not sure if it's open or closed, they look to the windows, is a light on, Is there like a time? When are they open? They don't try the door. They just, sieht irgendwie zu aus. Sieht irgendwie zu aus. Sieht irgendwie zu aus. Somehow looks closed. Very German. Say this and baffle your friends. And why do you even ask why Germans do this? Das haben wir immer schon so gemacht. Das haben wir immer schon so gemacht. Das haben wir immer schon so gemacht. We've always done it like that. Something very German actually, if you say this. Das haben wir immer schon so gemacht. Why the cat eats dog food and the dog cat food? Well, das haben wir immer schon so gemacht. The next phrase is something many of you might relate with, because in other cultures you're this crazy as well. Ich habe keine Zeit zum Kranksein. Ich muss arbeiten. Ich habe keine Zeit zum Kranksein. Ich muss arbeiten. Ich habe keine Zeit zum Kranksein. Ich muss arbeiten. I don't have time for being sick. I have to work. Hand in hand with this goes Frohes Schaffen. Frohes Schaffen. Frohes Schaffen is a common phrase you can say to someone at work, or if they're about to go off to work, or you know they will be going off to work soon. It basically means happy working. Frohes Schaffen. Frohes Schaffen. After work, if you're at a restaurant with a lady that you thought you might want to charm but then decide maybe not, or you're just greedy, or you're emancipated, both of you just want to pay half, then you can say getrennt bitte. Getrennt bitte. Getrennt bitte. Of course, this also works if you're out with a bunch of friends and don't want to pay all together. Getrennt bitte is very German. Germans love to pay getrennt. It means paying separately. Getrennt bitte. And of course we say getrennt bitte because Ordnung muss sein. Ordnung muss sein. Ordnung muss sein. Order has to be, or there has to be order. We would go into chaos and madness and anarchy if there wasn't any Ordnung. So, of course, Ordnung muss sein. Like in this video, there's an order to things. We cannot just go crazy and haywire. So these were 20, but who am I kidding? Bonus phrase. This last one shows how little some Germans care about privacy. Because WhatsApp, for example, it's known that it's not the safest method of communicating, or when people are talking about, well, they could be hearing things with these devices that you can speak to, then most Germans would say, also ich habe ja nichts zu verbergen. Also ich habe ja nichts zu verbergen. Also ich habe ja nichts zu verbergen. Well, I got nothing to hide, so apparently it doesn't matter if everyone and their dog is listening in to someone, because I got nothing to hide. No. So with these phrases, if you say them, let me know actually, once you try it out in front of your German friends, what they say. And maybe if you're a tourist, just use some of these phrases and walk away. That would be funny actually. Film yourself if you do that. Don't do it if the other person is weird and aggressive, but you know what I mean. I would like to see the results and hear it in the comments as well. Which one of these phrases is your favorite? Which phrase would you use to fool someone into thinking that you're German? Let me know, and if you really enjoyed this video, consider becoming a channel member by clicking on the join button next to the subscription button. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Alexa, was heißt Lack auf Englisch? Nein, nicht naked. Lack.